Okay, hello everyone. My name is Ongki Julendra and I'm student at Sriwijaya University. So today in this video, I will demonstrate the solution for the operation system mid-exam using Linux environment. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so the question is, a system administrator is asked to prepare a working environment for a team of developers. Each student is required to create a directory and file structure according to each identity. Okay, so the first one is directory structure or structure directory. So in this question, we have three tasks. So the first one is create a main directory, name underscore nama in home slash mahasiswa. After that, inside the directory, create three subdirectory document, code, and arsip. After that, we need to display the result directory structure. Okay, so as you can see at the output section, there is a code that I use sudo mkdir min p slash home slash mahasiswa slash name underscore name slash document code arsip, and then after that I'm input my password. After that the directory and the subdirectory is already made. Okay, after that, we're gonna display the result. I use the command 3 slash home slash mahasiswa slash name underscore nama. After that, we can see there's a display of the result directory and subdirectory we already made. Okay. Okay, so the second question is file manipulation or manipulasi file. So in this question, we have four tasks. So the first one is create a file named identitas.txt in document directory containing the following information. The first one is name, nama, name, and prodi. After that, we need to copy the identitas.txt file into the arsip directory and rename it to identitas underscore backup txt. Okay, after that, we need to move the identitas.txt file to the code directory, and then we need to display the content of the identitas underscore backup txt. Okay, as you can see at the output section. So first one, I use the echo min nama Ongki Dandra slash name slash prodi sistem informasi, and then home mahasiswa slash name underscore nama slash document slash identitas txt. So after that, that's mean we already made the identitas txt file in the document directory. Okay, so after that, we need to copy the identitas txt file into the arsip directory and rename it to identitas backup txt. Okay, so in this test, use cp command slash home slash mahasiswa slash name underscore nama slash document slash identitas txt, and then slash home slash mahasiswa slash name underscore nama slash arsip, and then slash identitas backup txt. Okay, so that means we already copy the identitas txt file from document directory to arsip directory, and then the name is already we change to identitas underscore backup txt. Okay, so after that we need to remove the identitas txt file from the document directory to code directory. So I'm use a little command that is mv slash home slash mahasiswa slash name underscore nama, and then slash document slash identitas txt. After that slash home slash mahasiswa slash name underscore nama, and then to the directory that we want to move the file. It's the code directory. After that comment, we already moved the identitas txt file from document directory to code directory. Okay, so after that, we gonna display the result of the contents of the identitas backup txt. Okay, so as you can see, I'm using the cat command slash home slash mahasiswa slash name underscore nama and then arsip slash identitas underscore backup txt. And then after that, we already display the contents of the identitas underscore backup txt in the arsip directory. Okay, so the next is access permission setting. So the first one is the give the file owner read and write permission, while the group can only read and other users cannot access the identitas underscore backup txt file. And then we need to change the ownership of the identitas underscore backup txt file to be owned by the root user and the staff group. And then after that, we need to display the access permission and ownership information of the file after the change are made. Okay, so as you can see at the output section, so the first one is I'm using the chmod 640, and then I'm using slash home slash mahasiswa slash name underscore nama slash arsip and slash identitas backup. So after that command we execute, we already made the owner of the file can read and write, and then the group only can read, and then other user cannot access this file. Okay, so after that, we need to change the ownership of the identitas backup. So we use sudo count root staff slash home slash mahasiswa slash name underscore nama slash arsip and then slash identitas backup. After that, if we need to change the ownership, we need the password of the owner file. So I'm using password. And after that, that's mean we already changed the ownership of the identitas backup txt file. Okay, so after that, we need to display the access permission. As you can see, when we display the access permission of the identitas underscore backup txt file, there's a rwr one root stuff. So that's mean the file is so the file identitas underscore backup is now the ownership by the root user and the staff group. Okay, next. Okay, so the next one is the symbolic link. So in this question, we have 5 tasks that the first one is create a file name referency underscore name txt. So in that file containing the text, ini adalah dokumentasi sistem operasi milik Ongki Juliandra dengan NIM 090312828072. After that, we create a symbolic link to referency underscore name txt with the name shortcut underscore name txt. So after that, we need to display a list of files in the directory along with their attribute information to make sure the link has been created. Okay, after that, we need to change the contents of the referency underscore name txt file to dokumentasi telah diperbarui oleh Ongki Julianra. Okay, so the last one is we need to display the content of shortcut underscore name. Okay, as you can see at the output section, there's a code or a command that I use is echo. Ini adalah dokumentasi sistem operasi milik Ongki Juliandra dengan NIM. After that, I'm typing home slash mahasiswa slash name underscore nama slash referency underscore name txt. Okay, after that, the file called referency underscore name that's already we made and the contents of it. Okay, and then we need to create a symbolic link to referency underscore name with the name shortcut underscore txt underscore name txt. Okay, so I'm use the ln min s slash home slash mahasiswa slash name underscore name slash referency underscore name txt, and then slash home slash mahasiswa slash name underscore name slash shortcut underscore name dot txt. Okay, so after that, it means the link, I mean symbolic link, already made from the referency underscore name to shortcut underscore name. So if we search or open up a shortcut underscore name, it's gonna link into the referency underscore name. Okay, to make sure it really linked by this command, we're gonna display the list of file in directory. So I'm use the command ls min l slash home slash mahasiswa slash name underscore nama, and then after that it's gonna display files of the directory, and then as you can see in the bottom list there's a red one code and called shortcut underscore name to home mahasiswa name underscore name slash referency underscore name. So that's mean the shortcut underscore name is already connected to referency underscore name. Okay, so after that we need to change the contents of the referency underscore name. So I'm using the command of echo dokumentasi telah diperbarui oleh Om Juliandra slash home slash mahasiswa slash 0903 underscore Om Juliandra slash referency underscore name dot txt. That's mean we already changed the contents of the referency underscore name txt file. So, and then after that, we need to display the contents of the shortcut underscore name. So I'm using cat slash home slash mahasiswa slash name underscore name slash shortcut underscore name dot txt. Okay, after this comment, we already display the contents of the shortcut underscore name. So the contents of the shortcut underscore name is the same contents in the referency underscore name. As you can see, the contents in the shortcut is dokumentasi telah diperbarui oleh Ongki Juliandra, yang mana that mean shortcut already connected to referency underscore name. Okay, next, so we add the user mask. So the first one is check the default UMass value on your system. And then we need to change the UMass to 027 and create a new file named data underscore name. And then we need to display the access permission of the data underscore name file after it's created. And then we need to explain how changing the UMass affect the access permission of the newly created file. Okay, so the first one is I'm changing the default UMass value in my system. So the first one is UMass 0002. That's the default UMass value in my system. And then after that, I'm changing my UMass value to UMass 027. And then I'm create the new file that name data underscore name. And then after that, I'm displaying the access permission of the data underscore name txt file after it is created. So as you can see at the output session, I'm using ls min l command slash home slash mahasiswa slash name underscore name slash data underscore name. So after I'm using that command, it's display RWR, and then that's mean Onkiju or the owner of the file is now can read and write the file, and then the group it's only can read the file, and then the other user it cannot access the file. Okay, after that I'm gonna explain how changing the UMass affect the access permission of the newly created file. That's mean on the data underscore name file. Okay, so when we set the UMass value to 027, it determines the default permission for newly created files and directories with UMass 027. So the 0 in the 027 means there are no restriction for the file owner. So the owner of the file can write and read on the file, and there's no restriction for the owner of the file. Okay, so the next is the 2 on the 027 UMS. So the 2 is remove write permission for the group. So now the group only can read the file. Okay, so after that, the 7 is now only, I mean the 7 on the 027 UMS now remove all permission for other user. So other user cannot read and write at this file except file owner and the group. Okay, so maybe that's all from me. I hope you guys enjoying my video, and I hope this video helpful to other person. Thank you everyone. Thank you, everyone.